It's definitely taking our material to another level, and that's something that I've learned in my other bands and just as musicians, that it's like sometimes the right person for the job is not you, you know, and like it's cool for us to like with Time Wave Zero to have been like, okay, we can make synth music, we can do this, but to bring in like actual synth, just like masters of the art, NIKLAS and Torsten are both in their own different world from where we would even have approached it. So it brings the music to like another level, to something that we've always strived for, and we can achieve our own version of that with like our style, but then to bring these other things in, it really does change the band, and it makes it into something bigger than we could have ever expected.
I would say bring it in after one repetition of the riff.
On the hat.
Yeah,
Maybe on
like,
the
there's like, yeah!
Back to the metal, back to the metal. And then right here, they're like,
oh my god! Fuck!
Two times. No, not yet.
When it drops.
And it goes like this, Drop down to the flat.
And then I'm going,
Maybe it's crazy.
Yeah.
still might be too much, but at least at that point, dude, I'd be like, so fuck yeah, you know what I
mean? We had NIKLAS Malmquist in the studio.
Yeah.
It was pretty memorable and laying down some
soon to be iconic
Mini Moog and Hammond sound that just tied all those parts together for us.
It was like we were crying. It was so good.
Or are you talking
Or like
just holding it down? Yeah. Just for that little section, right?
And then he can still do it over the guitar solo too.
Is that?
I don't know.
Is that?
I don't
That.
think
I
that
agree.
part needs anything.
I mean, maybe like a piano flourish at the end of it, like a
Just
something
a
like
drop
that, like
or
not,
before the
Or if it was just on the one, just like dun,
like a fucking yeah. I mean, that could be cool too.
dun,
Like just like a fucking like
dun, like just to accent the percussiveness.
one Phantom of the Opera for the beginning.
Yeah.
That could be sick.
That could
right?
like
Percussive funeral.
not matching the
It's still
lead guitar, but
percussive
more
funeral.
matching
It's
the rhythm
lead
guitar.
though.
But I'm saying,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know. Just the one note, the one big O, because it comes out of the preceding crazy part.
yeah.
Um,
Or it could even be like a like,
Yeah,
but
it
on
should
the
be like
lower part.
a drawn out. Yeah, like a
Like
separate.
a, and that's it, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Because that is kind of funeral-ish.
And
That's what I was
ghosty.
thinking, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could. Yeah, I could see that working.
Following the melody we already talked about, it's just more, it's like making the ice cream with all the toppings, the frozen yogurt
Mhm.
that turns into like one multicolored mush.
And then you have like frozen gummy bears that you can't eat anymore.
Gummy bears and yogurt?
Frozen yogurt.
Yeah, you never go very.
No, I did it a couple times when I was a kid because I thought it'd be good, and then they would just get all hard and couldn't eat
could
it.
do the same effect on the noise slam part on the B side though.
Is that
Dun 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 dun.
If that was a
That one?
You
piano,
could just go.
Yeah.
Dun,
Yeah, I like
dun.
that.
I
mean,
like that
we do
idea.
two of
Yeah.
those. you know
I
what
do
mean?
like that idea.
That could
Because how many slams have piano on them?
I mean, I would really like that, frankly. I think that would be a very nice time.
Well, because piano is it is actually a percussion instrument.
That's what I'm saying.
So it could be cool to use it that way.
That would be nasty as hell. We figured out 2 spots for piano flourishes. See, just talking about weed helped us get into the
piano forests.
Flourish.
Did you say forest?
Flourish.
Flourish.
Means
Flourish. Like a
sprinkling.
Like think of like, but not like that. It's gonna be like on like one part, and one part's gonna be.
I don't think it is.
We have to keep that. We have to keep that.
Yeah,
We
but
have to
you
keep
have
that.
to make it softer in the mix.
He's being like, let me do it again. And we're like, it's perfect. Don't keep that, you know. And he's like, I'll do it better. You know what I mean? Just, you know, very humble, very professional, very humble. Yeah.
I don't like when it sounds like I am not knowing what I'm doing.
Like just
you know?
messing around.
Yeah,
like.
it sounds like flume, like hippie. Like, you know, too much hippie. But it has to be more firm. It has to be more distinct.
I understand.
Some tones that you're just messing around. I don't want that.
That was the take that we liked from the Rhodes when, because we have
Yeah,
a
couple of places.
we have a more intentional take. We have 2 ones that were like more. I'll show you.
That's part of that section of the
Also,
song.
like the roads.
That's part of the section of the song is that everything is just kind of floating freely, kind of. There's chaos inside of the structure.
It has to do with the right. Some notes, a couple of notes that were.
I mean, if you want to try it again a couple times, go ahead. The tone of it is so good, no matter what you do, it's gonna sound
This
amazing.
is
This is more of the like normal one.
He's here now. Yeah. But he's not doing vocals. He's just literally saying, "Die Seele der Zeit." Welcome back, man.
Yeah, thanks.
So we're just doing a couple oohs and ahs really quick, and then the last actual vocal is you speaking. So.
Das war ganz spontan. Ich hatte Paul geschrieben, getextet, weil ich rausgefunden habe, dass die hier aufnehmen in den Hansa Studios. Ich weiß jetzt gar nicht mehr, wer mir das erzählt hat. Und ich dachte, ey, das ist so unfassbar, was die Jungs machen. Und habe ihnen eine WhatsApp geschrieben und er kam sofort zurück und ja, komm vorbei und du kannst ja einen Part auf Deutsch sprechen. Wir brauchen da noch so 2 Sätze. Und ja, du könntest da jetzt ja noch die NIKLAS-Stimme mal auspacken. Und das ist der Hammer. Ja, sofort.
On this turnaround right here.
Hit the number 3 on the right hand.
Number
side.
3?
Yeah,
The red one?
number 3.
Hit the red button, he says.
Thank you, brother.
Please don't make me misspell prescience on camera right now.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my lord.
You got it. Whatever it says. You're misspelling it on purpose.
SC?
Is
it SC or SI?
He's spelling the pronunciation. He knows how to spell it, right?
PRESEA.
No, it's IE.
IE?
Yeah, here, we'll Google.
Here we go.
We don't believe
Same spot.
Let's try.
Man, your voice sounds so fucking awesome, dude. we're like celebrating in here. Let's do a couple more. It was a little early.
Wait for the chunky boy.
Can you see me here? Okay. I'll give you a cue.
You've elevated it to such a great level. All it needs is a classic more Stellos Ra into the next one. So listen to where you went and said it, and then when it comes back in, just do a of some type into the next one.
Show me where.
I'll point it out.
Exactamundo. Exactly like that, man. Exactly like that, dude.
Something English.
I think we have everything we need.
Yeah, more than enough.
Come on in. I mean, if you want to sing all day, we would love for you to just, do whatever
Only 40
you want.
minutes.
If you want.
It was amazing.
Cheers.
It was amazing.
Thanks.
It was so perfect. It was perfect.
It's an iconic sound. Voices recognizable. Within the realm of people who know.
That's through the tape echo. So we can mix both. Curse of the Necromantical Sabbath or something like that? Yeah, the 7-inch. I have the 7-inch, yeah. I have the Necros Christos Titan Blood 7-inch, obviously, with the poster. I don't have the red shirt, but our band literally did the Spectral Voice Blood Incantation split 7-inch. The orientation of the logos and everything is directly, some might call it an homage, some might call it a rip-off, but it's directly from this, like the way that the logos were on the red 7-inch. Also, Thorsten from Tangerine Dreams studio and hearing what he made for the album, because we already had like some droney stuff and some like kind of MIDI rudimentary sequencer type of ambient stuff happening, and he played this rough pass-through of stuff that was just, as the album will show, it was like instantly transported to mid-70s Tangerine Dream for the sample, for like the source material of the sample for the Mellotron. He used Edgar Froese's actual tape reel that was used on like Phaedra and Rubicon and stuff like that. And he added this Mellotron melody to the stuff that sounded instantly like mid-70s Tangerine Dream, and I literally cried, like sitting in this dude's apartment, like, or his barbershop studio, surrounded by gear that was owned by these legendary people used on these legendary recordings. And he's just playing it back, turns around, is like, oh, I hope you don't mind, I used the Phaedra Mellotron, and we're just like, it's great, man, like, it's fucking perfect, you know what I mean? It was really overwhelming.
it's overwhelming. It's hard to put into words like the experience, because when you've been somewhere for long enough, it's like you grow these attachments, you know, to the people or to the place, or, you know, even just our apartment. I'm like, oh, I have to leave. Like, even if it's like kind of a dingy, like musty apartment, I'm like, you know, there's still that feeling of like, we've created like our little, you know, home here. And so to uproot that, you know, it's a really strange feeling. And also, like, yeah, I think we would all agree it's just like the studio experience here has been just incredible. So every time we're in here, I'm like, I don't want to fucking leave. Like, you know, I totally understand why bands, you know, like in the Triumph documentary, this band Triumph from Canada, like at one point in their career, they like built a studio not dissimilar from Hansa, and that they could just live in, like, just to do whatever on a whim. Colin Marston with his studio, like people like that, and I like totally get it, because having access to something like this at any time is just like, as an artist, you're just like, oh my god, like, you know. So that aspect is also, you know, gonna miss the studio, gonna miss Keon, gonna miss Alex, you know, but gonna miss all of you guys too.
Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to the specific task of packing everything up, because that is the nail in the coffin. Physically, it's annoying, sure, but like mentally, it's like that is the nail in the coffin of be like, all right, this stuff is going away now.
And it's just a bunch of serendipitous stuff like that. Malta texting me at band practice, being like, "Hey, I heard you're in Berlin," you know. NIKLAS being like, "Hey, I'll come down," you know. Thorsten being like, "Yeah, let's hang out. I'll come by the studio," you know. It's really remarkable, and
all very memorable.
Yeah, it's really hard to just differentiate between one or 200 things.
Yeah,
it's basically craziest summer ever, really.
Yeah,
we've had a lot of crazy summers too, especially us, because we've been on tour before we were in this band. We were in other bands together even before, and we've been through a lot of crazy stuff. But this is definitely the craziest summer ever, man. And I think the album has so much energy, so much intensity, so much passion and emotion, all these peaks and valleys, that I think people will feel the excitement and the passion, the motivation, the ambition, and all the hope and pain and longing and excitement, everything. The whole human experience, you know, they'll feel it. And even if they don't, we felt it, so that's what it sounds like, whether they hear it or not.
We've never worked on anything as hard as we've worked on this. So.
Yeah. Cheers.
Ready.